pictures with my camera, which I have a Nikon D10. So we end up taking a bunch of iPhone pictures. However, on the way back, we decided to take the PCH, the one, all the way from Santa Barbara back to, I want to say, LAX, PCH, just straight PCH. And it was a beautiful ride. And we stumbled upon beautiful views. We decided to stop by and take pictures. And that's when I bust out my Nikon finally. So this is one of them. Forgot, but it was a state park. You wanna get always trying to be, I don't know if this is actually useful because it might be going on, but I shoot raw, so I can always crank down the highlights, the whites, as you can see here. The histogram is still not very well balanced. Getting there, but we still got it burned. When you see a really high peak spot in your histogram, that means that you have burned something in your picture. On the right side, it means that there's something white, so it could be here. Could be up here. Probably up here. Yeah, this is pure white and it's super burnt, so there's no way to recover that, even if you were shooting right now. You're pretty much screwed. But, I mean, you can crop it out. Not bad. I love using 30 for I think it just gives you a nice structure. There's people who love having smooth water and just smooth sand, you know, by using long exposure. And I like that. I've tried that a couple times, but it does not feel natural to me. I find it that if I see the waves, the details, the structures, and everything, I'm more happy with that. I find it more of a painting, more of a art than having smooth water and just like smooth sky and everything smooth, and it just looks so epically beautiful and like silky. No, I'm okay. So I love adding clarity because it does crush out those blacks and adds in those details. This is not the greatest picture, but I'm just talking. See. Okay. So it's not bad. I like this reflection going on here. In the foreground, there's a little bit of sand, which is out of focus. It's okay. It's not one of the greatest pictures. We can maybe warm it up a bit. Bring up this shadow right here. Now we can add a bit sharpening. Yeah. Actually, would like to add sharpening in the clouds too. So there's that. Then you like to add noise reduction just to smooth it out just enough where it keeps the details, but it's very clear. You can see it just looks like, right now it actually looks like plastic. You know, that's what it looks like. Not happy with this picture. Let's move on. This is something that I was trying to do. I was trying to be a little bit more interesting. There were a little bit of these interesting rocks by the shore, yeah, by the sand, and decided to get low. Actually, these are the reason why they're so slanted is because I was not really paying attention of what I was shooting. I was just putting my camera down all the way to the ground and just focus and snap, and so that's why they're slanted. Sometimes I get really epic pictures by doing that. Like sometimes I don't even notice and I just take like the most amazing pictures without looking. I don't know if that happens to you guys too, but pretty fun. I kind of like this picture. I wish there was more depth of field to see the rocks. This is one of the pictures that I think it would have been much better if it was in HDR, because the focus is here, okay, but the clouds were so epic and the rocks, so if these two would have been in focus it would have been amazing, but we work with what we have. I'm not a pro, so I'm just saying, you know. Yeah, that white is not that burned, and the blacks, yeah. Okay, that's a before and after. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not baddie. Not too bad. Yeah, a little bit more color. I like to take out saturation just a tiny bit and then add vibrance, because I feel like that. Look at this. I'm just gonna show you this. If you add saturation, do you see that? It just makes everything like this becomes like a really bright yellow, very unnatural, and as you can see in the histogram, the yellow just and the red are just crushing. So when you add saturation, it's actually your RGBs which are just basically fucking going nuts, you know? However, when you add vibrance, you see, I'm adding almost the same amount of vibrance that I added for saturation, and all the colors, including the brown, are not completely crushing, but instead bringing their color tone up. And I like that. So then when I do that, then I take out some saturation, which is basically bringing down those ridiculously high reds, blues, and yellow, as you can see from up here, you know, and bringing it to a nice balance where everything just looks not too saturated. I shoot flat, you know, I shoot very raw, so when I saturate and add vibrance, I pretty much know not to go overboard, but to either bring it to a less amount of colors, but then again having it that warm feel. So as you can see here is too green, so when I crush the blacks with the clarity, it got darker. Now I kind of feel like I see some magenta, but you do see that blue from here better than here. So now the colors to me in these pictures are a lot better. Now moving on to Lightroom is awesome. I love Lightroom. So handy. Now if I wanted to get crazy, then you can also go to edit in and take it to Photoshop CC. Easy peasy Japanese. So easy. I don't really use tone curve much. The reason why is because these options here, especially highlight, is here too. So I fixed the light there. Now the reason why you want to use tone curve maybe in portraits. That's when I use it. Because I really want to control those shadows, those light and darks, much manually. See? Tone curve and everything is just much better. Color correction. So now here, if I go crazy, like if I want to bring this yellow, like right now it actually has that really nice sunset feel, so I don't really see the reason why to color correct this. But instead what I notice is that there's a bit of fringing here. So magenta is actually playing in here. So you can go here, remove chromatic aberration, which is coming from your lens that you use. Picks up chromatic aberration. You can easily remove that, but that does not always work, because sometimes the Lightroom says no, this is not chromatic aberration, it's a natural lighting. But when the more you play around with it, the more you edit with it, then you can see that that magenta just pops out, and then you're like, no bro, it's chromatic aberration. I know so. So you go here, try to take out, so magenta is between purple and purple too, and you want to take it out under saturation. Most of the time it goes away, other times it doesn't. Now magenta, you can also find it up here in hue and try to change its color into something more reddish. And you're able to take it out. This picture is not bad, honestly. If we add some sharpening, let's see if we add some sharpening. Now, for this specific picture, I would want to add sharpening to the rocks, the clouds, but they're not in focus, so there's no reason for me to add sharpening there. So maybe a little bit like this. Cool. Add a little bit of noise reduction with keeping all those details. I always want to bring the details up to 90. Then the color and the smoothness, all that crap, no, don't leave it behind. It's useless. Okay, so this picture is not that baddie. A bit dark, but I love this feel. Kind of cute. Alright, so what I usually do, I go to export, and then I'll find my folder, Santa Barbara, and I always make a folder called done, and that's how I export everything that I'm done with. Oh no, this one is completely wrong, so I mean, see, like I said, these pictures were taken by me just putting my hand down and just snapping random shots. Ooh, damn it. Did I fix it? Oh, it loaded up. So actually, whoopsie doops. What did I just do? Sorry about that. Okay. I like these waves. I seriously, this looks like I was literally like in the water, just facing the waves. That's kind of cool. But is a worthy picture. It is not as interesting to me. Where's the focus in this one? I love this foamy waves right now going on here. If bring up the black so you can see them. That's also the beauty of shooting raw. You can bring an image from dark to black until you know, oh, I'm just burning it. So pretty sure you can bring a raw image up to like 3 stops and still be okay. It's completely dark and then you want to bring it up, but they also have the issues of creating a lot of noise, so you gotta be careful on that. Okay, no, this wave was up and it was just blocking my horizon. Same thing with this. No, no, nope, no. Interesting, but no, is that a rock or a wave? It's a wave. Oh yeah, so these were shot actually with a 105 2.8 Nikkor, and this camera is actually a macro lens. So this is why I was able to focus and pick up like this wave right next to me, this little tiny wave, this foam wave. But nope, not interesting. Nope. And now we're here with my girlfriend. Woohoo. Let's see. 1 second. Okay, so we're gonna rotate this. Hello. Why aren't you rotating? I just looked up control. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Hello. Interesting. Okay, so it's this one. Okay. Ah, this is a nice picture, but I just realized that it's actually too dark. On her face. Why was I shooting in 640s? I must have. This is tricky because I was kind of handling cameras with me. Both me and my girlfriend, and I had it to auto because I don't want to go over explaining a D810, you know how long that will take. So I just set the ISO to auto, and I think I had it to E, and so that decides the shutter speed too, and I must have gone. And it was also spot metering, so I don't understand why the spot metering would have picked up her feet, because her feet look kinda exposed. Their feet are here, right? But let's see if I can actually use this, because this is a cool expression, and yeah, I kind of like this. First of all, what I always start with is actually getting her straight in frame. The whole beach feels like it's going down. The reason why is because when you shoot from an angle that is downhill or upwards, but then your subject is in straight on with your camera, then it feels like they're like the background is like moving down. You know what I mean? As you can see, it's slanted, but she's dead on straight. So it gives it that like motion. Oh my god! I'm falling off the cliff, but I'm not really not. So yeah, we get a little bit of straight. Now as you can see, she's too dark. Again, when the histogram is to the left, that's when it's blacks. It even tells you, come on, blacks. All right. We want to bring up the exposure, trying to stretch that histogram. You see how beautiful raw is. Gosh. All right, but not too much. I think we're fine here. This is the sweater. We don't want to stretch this all the way to the right because there's no point, because this is a black sweater. Why bother having that fully exposed? No, I want to keep that black, so fine right here. Let's see. Now the highlights, you can check right here by pressing Alt and dragging them. See if we can see them. Any burnt highlights? No. So we can bring up the background a little bit brighter. Shadows, we already brought the shadows up. That's a good spot. The whites, too much there. Okay, and the blacks. Look at that. So from before and after, the histogram was all the way to the left. And you want to have everything exposed, so you stretch out those colors, those lights and darks to a nice balance between the left and right. See? Now look at this. We have some noise issues, but don't worry, we can take those out with noise. Yes, it does lose resolution, but it is not a big deal. By the distance that we shot this picture, it does not really matter. We're barely gonna see it, but it looks like this picture is a bit too warm, so I'm just gonna bring down that orange feel to it. I think I like that. Her face might be a little too orange, but that's how she is. She's a really mixed. She's black, Mexican, Japanese, so she's a really weird skin tone. Okay. Okay. As you can see, again, I bring up vibrance and take out a bit of saturation. I like this song. Alright, so what else? Tone curve, those darks. I feel like I also might have missed my focus. I feel like the focus is right here. But then again, this was at 3.2, so it's kind of like a short depth of field that you're playing with, but it's not bad. Let's see if we can do some color correction. Now again, I always like to take out the purple, magenta, because I don't want to see them, unless if I'm trying to be having a creative feel for it. So let's see. The reds, pretty much there's red in everything. I think that was a nice balance, so I'm just gonna keep it to 0. Yeah, so an orange is the one we kind of want to bring up, because that bottom one felt a bit too flat. But then again, I have friends who like this natural super neutral feel to it, very flat, and you can barely see the orange and, like, you know, yeah, it might kind of fit. Yellow, that's not really changing anything, so we're just gonna, when it doesn't really change anything, I like to take it out, but I kind of see now. Okay, green, we have no green. Aqua, that's the beanie. I want to make that pop. Alright, yeah. Just a bit. The blue is also the beanie, and hopefully some water in the background, so yeah, we want to take that up. Luminance is for colors, is just to brighten up those colors. Here on the Instagram, I'm going to show you. If I bring up red, because the red is one of the dominant colors in here. See them moving? They move to the right. They're getting lighter. Those reds are stretching and getting brighter. Okie dokie. Okay, let's see. So not bad. We kind of saved this picture. Let me see. I want to do side-to-side comparison. Hello? What just happened? Oh, hell no. What the heck was that? I was about to say, why did you take away from my picture? Anyway, let's keep going. Now we want to add some sharpening. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but I see lots of noise. So what we want to do, let's see, I want to actually have just the outline being sharpened. So I bring the masking just to mask her outline. So look at here. Here we can see the noise, especially in the blacks, because as you can see, we brought up so much shadows, and yeah, we played a lot with light, because this picture was, as you remember, was completely dark. Let's see, so now if we add luminance, it does help a little. Her face is a bit more smooth. Maybe we can go with 40. Oops, 46, and have that details of 94. Yeah. Much better. Before and after. Please shoot in RAW, people. Please. Like, if this picture was in JPEG, we were not able to save it. There's no way to it. Ooh, now this is another good picture. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. It is really cute. That's another cute picture, but I like this one better. This one is super cute, and the lighting is better. Yes, this one is epic. Now, she looks like she's straight. The reason why the horizon is so messed up and so crooked, because you gotta think about it. These are waves. And when we went there, those waves were just like huge. And so that's why it looks like, oh my god, what happened here? But she looks like pretty straight on, huh? Yeah, it's because of those waves. We're going crazy. Okay, I think that's better. Now there's a little bit of if you use Lightroom, they have this lens correction, which is amazing, which I was able to pick up some vignetting here. Because I believe this actually was a 3.2, interesting. So I actually see this kind of vignetting in a 2.8, but it was actually showing 3.2. Weird. Anyway, so the Lightroom is able to pick up your lens that you use. If you use an electronic lens, and then saves it their profile, and as soon as you export it to Lightroom, they're able to pick it up and know those settings that many of you know, that like if you use a wide angle lens you'll get a lot of distortion. Now if you use a wide angle lens such as the 11 to 16, Lightroom has that profile set that when you enable profile correction, it knows how much distortion to take out, or to how much vignetting to add on the picture, so that it corrects it. Now if you do this, it does stretch the actually had, this is a nice picture that I should have shot it with a nice flash, and because the sun was actually in this corner, so she was almost backlit, and that's why in the original pictures she was so dark. Hello, Lightroom. There we go. See? But I'm happy with the final product. It's Facebook worthy. And yeah, let's move on, people. Okay. Okay, no, not at all. She was, don't know what she was doing there, but I like that foot placement. So this is cute, but that creepy face might not be. So we're just gonna move on because we already got one good one from this kind of position. So I'm glad we used that one because that was one of the cutest. Okay. My girlfriend is very hard to make her model for me. Swear to God. This is cute, but I feel like, yeah, I missed my focus completely. Because I remember she got the focus, and then looked away. She's very hard to take pictures with. Kinda like this one. You know what? I really like this one. We're actually gonna edit this. So, in this picture, in this situation, we're actually able to see the horizon. Oh. So, we want to straighten that up. Press C and start cropping and straightening your picture. So you want to get that horizon matching line. And that should do it. I feel like that's pretty straight. Maybe a little bit to the left, and that should be a nice balance. Okay, that's cool. Coffee break. Okay, let's see. Starting from the top, and let's see. We have I'm sorry. So her eyes are nice and open. Her hair are all over her face. That's what I've been looking at. That's kind of weird. I'm like really thinking if I should take this picture to Photoshop or not. But I kind of like the ridiculously amount of hair, and she barely cut him too. Yeah, that's typical of her, because when she wakes up, actually in the morning, she has an afro. Swear. So let's see. Let's start. So exposure seems good. There's something blowing up. The black, which is the sweater. Which is fine. Like I said, if it's a black sweater, if something is black and it's to the left but everything else is exposed, keep it that way. Don't go your way and try to, but my black is all the way to the left and want to bring it all the way to the right. No, that's gonna give it a very unnatural feel to it. So if it's a black sweater, leave that black. Make it as black, as natural as possible. There's no way to bring up a black that, you know, is just gonna look fake, too faded, and it's a waste of editing. So let's see. So now we have move on. The exposure looks good. We want to maybe add some contrast to it. The shadow, bring up that hair detail over there. I think that's fine. Are we in highlights? Nothing is burned. I kinda like crushing the highlights a bit. But let's see. Let's keep it that way for now. Bring up that black, those blacks just a tiny bit. Are we before and after? Okay. Clarity, like I said, it's not ideal. In portraits, in landscapes, anything else looks great. I know some people that love this style of just clarity or structure, you know, in portraits. That's great and all, but my girlfriend now looks like she's 50. So no, I don't prefer using clarity at all in portraits or when there's people in the subject. If anything, like if you've seen in the previous picture, I bring it down my clarity to a negative to give it more of that dreamy look. And it also helps to give my gosh, I can't even talk, my background more of a blurred effect, as you can see. So I kind of like that. So like before, I would want to leave it 24. I think it's fine. See? Bring up my vibrance and take out. Now let's see, my color temperature was at 4950. To orange. I think 4500 looks better. It actually does, because if you look at her skin and to the before, her skin was way too orange, and yeah, so giving it that more of a cool effect, it actually helped color correct that skin tone, which now looks much better. Moving on to the detail. These are the usual steps that I take when I edit pictures in Lightroom. Are the basic detail, maybe before detail I'll get into color correcting, which I probably will run it, and then lens correction. I don't add effects nor do camera calibration, so I don't need to. And boom chicka boom, that's all the edits I do. But let's see, as usual I take out magenta and purple. Can't believe it, there was actually magenta in the sweater, which that's picked up by the pixels. Much better now. Now I feel like there's a bit of a green, so we can have that natural black, so there you go. The blue, we want to add blue. Beautiful. The aqua, a bit of aqua. Even though without aqua, I kind of like it. But just a bit. Okay, yellow. Yellow's not really playing much, but that burned out highlight here, which is the sun. Sure, why not? Let's make it a bit more yellow. The orange is her face. This is what I wanted to fix. Her face was so orangey from previous that had to bring down the color temperature. That's kind of cool. But okay, so if it was 0, right now it's kind of okay. As you can see, it's better than before. The color temperature here was completely orange, but it's still too orangey. So take out some orange, make your skin look more natural, and there you go. Now it's in the more very natural skin tone, which I like. Others will be like, oh, make him blue, make her red. The red is her lips, which we do wanna. That would be a cool effect. You can do all sorts of editing with the color correction. Is freaking amazing. finally we'll get to edit a landscape picture that I took. So this is PCH actually. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it is kind of cool. Look at these people. You got people smoking weed here. It was a very chill spot. Very chill. I loved it. But very scary though. Like, as you can see, there's a whole mountain here. And it doesn't have that net around it, you know, where it stops from rock falling. So it had signs all over the road saying, danger, be careful for rock falling or falling rocks. Because rocks here do actually fall. Especially because you're close to the beach, you got a lot of wind going on, the waves and the moisture. Eventually these rocks just fall, and the road is so tight and narrow. And it is a very scary place to drive through, but for me it's worth it. It was very nice and peaceful, very chill. Now, do I like this landscape? I kind of do. It gives me a sense this is like a freaking church or something. I don't know. But I wish I had a. This was a 105, but I wish I had a much wider lens, but I didn't. So we'll work what we had. So I took a picture of this. I tried to frame it as nice as possible. Now, do I like this or this? I like this more because it shows more of the shore. What's this down here? However, this frames up the mountain nice. So it is a hard bet. I'm just gonna go with this. Feel like it's actually pretty straight on. Now, a little tip. If you don't see the horizon, barely see it down here, barely, and you want to get your picture straight, look at something straight in front of you. So what is it? I see these poles here. So when I try to crop them, see, I can tell that I was already almost straight. So I try to straighten up those poles. Make him dead center and crop, and boom chicka bounce, this picture is completely straight. Here's what I love to use clarity, because when you use clarity, boom, everything just looks epic. Let's see. It is a bit too warm, as you can see here, and the reds are just popping out, but I kind of like that because this was shot during a sunset. All that natural orange light would just like boom, out there. And so I have the camera actually set to shoot a bit more of a cooler temperature. I think I set the camera to shoot anything like less, like if the spot meter will give me like, hey, this is like 6K natural lighting, it would actually shoot me at 5800. I have it set where it takes out like 200 Ks, but actually bringing it down to something more like 55 is not bad. No, that was way too much. 5500 look good. 56, 55, that's better. Yeah, that rock was just too orange. Feel like now it's much better. Hey, but if we want to go for that epic feel, let's see. The exposure looks great. Histogram looks nice and center. So let's bring some contrast. highlights. Let's see if we nothing is burned, so we can actually keep going, trying to balance up here. Any shadows in particular? So yeah, we have some shadows here, which it's kind of nice. So bringing them up, it's just gonna make the picture look flat. You don't want to do that. Why trying to light everything? I know some people that do that, and I think it's ridiculous. If there's a shadow there, use that shadow. Bring it down. Crush it. Bring those blacks down. When you press Alt and you crush the blacks. Now if I go all the way to the left, this is completely ridiculous. So what you want to do is actually, if you see okay, so the black is black, so it's basically that's no. So you want to have it a nice balance. Whether you see the red, it's kind of like, oh, you're getting into the blacks, bro. Yellow, you're okay, but you got some shadows in there. And white is just basically nothing. So what I like doing is bringing some blacks with some red and yellows. And that tells me, hey Dodie, like you got a nice balance there. It's not too black and it's not too bright. And you're keeping that shadow there. Loving it. Okay. There might be too much contrast, so I'm just gonna take it down. Now we got the blacks here. That's here. That's fine. Don't worry about it. This is where I want to stretch. I want to try to make more lights. But if I do, I might crush the waves. So you don't want to do that. I think this is a nice balance. Now, the color temperature, I'm still not happy with it. Originally it was a 6,000, which I actually think I'm gonna keep. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna keep it at 6,000. Tone curve. No, we're happy with that. And moving on to color correcting. Let's see. There's some nice stuff to color correct right here. Starting with the red, I see that there's a lot of red in the clouds. And if you just bring him up, it just looks ridiculous. No, you don't want to do that. But if we take him out, it's actually not bad. It goes into the gray side, but so you just don't want to take all of them out. Yeah, that's much better. I'm just trying to go for as more natural feel as I can. I like that. I brought down a little bit the color temperature. Orange. There's a lot of orange here, so you're gonna see a lot of changes right now. So, oopsie, that was a hue. That's pretty much if I want to change the orange to a different color, that's what you do. That's when you do like stuff like if an actor is holding or a model is holding like a red apple, you can change that red to a freaking purple apple. You know what I mean? That's what the hue is for. You don't want to mess with that because there's no reason for me to mess with it right now. So saturation, take out some red. Now the orange, this is too much. Even though it's nice, the way you can fix that is by taking out the yellow, and then you have like an epic sunset feel. I feel like that's too much orange though, too much. So that's fine. You know what I forgot? I forgot to bring up the vibrance, which I usually do, and then take out some saturation. That's my spot. But what I usually do always in every picture is that 50 vibrance, -10 saturation. Every picture, almost every picture. Unless if the colors are all messed up, then I bring up either more vibrance or less saturation, so it depends. But usually my spot, ideal spot is 50 vibrance, -10 saturation. Whew, okay. So that's not bad. That's kind of cool. Let's see. We want to move on with the green. Now there is some green. Here, I see it. Will it change anything? Let's see. Let's find out. Look at from the far away picture. Don't see much of a difference. As you know, what I like to do, if I don't see a difference, I usually take it out. Aqua. Not even the waves have a little bit of aqua? That's strange. Take it out. Blue. Yep, the blue. We got the sky over there. So now, this is 0. No. We do want to bring it, but not too much where it just looks unnatural. I think 20 is nice. Yeah, 20 is nice. It gives it a nice little bit balance over there. Purple out, magenta out. I think what I want to do is actually bring up the red again. -20 is fine. Yeah, not bad. Kinda like that. Let's see. Do I want to brighten it up any colors? The sky. That cloud. Ooh. Very interesting. Yeah. So that's nice. Playing around with the lights, luminance in the color correction, it is actually pretty nice because it will give you. Sometimes when you shoot sunset, you blown up a lot of clouds with all these beautiful colors. So bringing down the luminance, sometimes it helps you pop out that color. Now that will be the same thing with the blue, I believe. Yep. You want to find a nice balance. Actually, the blue, I would like to bring it up just a tiny bit. And the red. And the yellow. That is so cute. Look at that. We just made this massive orange cloud, which I just love. Let's add some sharpening. We should be cool right now. Now, luminance in landscapes, you can go crazy. You can add as much as you want. Or, actually, that's my opinion. I like to add a lot of luminance in landscapes because you don't have any people. So if you add luminance, you take out all the noise, you have more of a painting feel to it. You add more feel like beauty to it because that noise just gone now. You know what I mean? And so your picture is just very paintish like. I don't know how to say it, but final product before and after. We made the sun pop up. So now our mountain looks beautiful and yellow. Love this. Nice. Now, do we want lens correction because of this stuff up here? I think I do. It's a bit too close to, because our subject, which is this huge mountain, has too much vignetting. So people, when they look at this picture, they're gonna go look at the top of this mountain. They're gonna see, ah, there's so much dark stuff up there. Take it out, bro. And it's gone. There you go. Much better. Before and after. Chicka bound. Beautiful. Moving on. Let's see. Oh, that's a really cute reaction. I just hope it's in focus. It is. 1 second, let me actually look, because I feel like I took a couple of these. Yep, I did. Deciding. This one, the difference are very minimal, but sometimes could be very crucial. This is too much like dead on straight. It looks a little bit too animated. This is more natural. Her face is a little bit tilted. Body's a little more slanted. That shoulder is also a little more slanted. And so, yeah. And this is like on her way to coming up natural to this one. So I want to use this. I think this is a cute picture. It's gonna give me so much stuff. I might get so many wrinkles, but I'm actually gonna take them out. So stick around if you want to see that. Let's see. We want to bring it a bit straight. We don't really need to, because there's not, we can't tell from the horizon up here. So what I will do is actually crop the image to more center of the frame. We don't need all those waves up there. Like, I think they're useless. They don't give me anything to work with. Okay, now the first thing I can tell that the background is a bit too bright because the sun was shining in, but the exposure is right from her face and everything, because obviously it was a 1400. So what I want to do is want to give a little bit more detail in this background. So I do bring those highlights down, add some contrast. Her face again is so orangey. Cheese and rice. Okay. Maybe 5750. Do I want to bring up down the white balance? Just a bit, that's cool. Just a bit, adding a bit of shadows. Again, you want to balance here. Again, this is the sweater, which actually, that's my sweater. Just saying. And I hope she gave it back. I totally forgot. I love playing with clarity here, where bringing down clarity gives you like this dreamy look. It also softens the face just a tiny bit, but you don't want to do it too much. Look, this looks ridiculous. And again, if you do it the opposite way, she'll look completely odd. Those wrinkles just pop up, and just like the clarity just crushes those blacks. And no, some people love that. I'm not a big fan of that. I love natural look. I just love when a picture looks exactly the same in real life. That's my goal for everything. Okay, so giving it a bit of clarity, negative clarity, it helps you with the background, soften up the background naturally, and smoothing it out. Let's see. Running up those whites just a tiny bit. Those blacks just a bit. Get them off to this wall, the black wall here. Again, we want to crush. We don't want to do it too much here because he has already that orangey face. Now this is a bit better from before and after. It's minimum, very minimum adjustments, but in the end product, it's gonna make a whole lot of difference. Okay, let's work with her face because I feel like her face is again too orangey. Too orangey. What the heck? So the reds, as we've seen from before, is the lips and a bit of her face. So we do want to bring those reds up because we do want to make those lips pop just a bit. But we want to bring down the orange. This is too much. Just want to stop when we see, oh my god, that's... feel like that's too much still. Yeah, I think -27, hits the spot right there. Before and after. See, I don't understand why. It's also the lens. What I found out is the lens that you use adds so much. It's based on the coating that the lens have, the glass that they're using. Some lenses pick up so much cool colors, so they're much cooler. What I found out is that because I used to be a Canon user, found out that Canon lenses, the L series, they're so much cooler, and people love that, because I do like that too, but so much cooler. And Nikon lenses are just so much warm. They're like completely opposite from one another. Swear to God. Okay, yellow. I think it does make a difference in the background, but what I'm gonna do is actually take almost out of it because it gives a nice black to my sweater. Magenta and blue and purple out. Aqua should be the beanie. It is. So we can make that beanie pop up. The blue, yeah, let's take out that blue because I kind of like this feel right now going on. If we add blue, it looks like too unnatural. I think this is a perfect color tone. Let's see. Do we have any green? No, we don't want any green in this picture, so we take them out. Take out all the colors that you don't need or see in the picture, because guess what? They might be in your pixels. So it's better to take them out, have them more of a black and white feel than colors that shouldn't be there, Let's see. Do we want to pop up the red? We do, just a bit. Tiny bit. Her face, yeah, we do want to pop that face up just a tiny bit. This picture is turning out great. The background. Funny how the background is yellow. Freaking weird. Purple magenta out. Running up that beanie. Just a tiny bit. Beautiful. Before and after. So much natural. That's what I'm going for. Every picture is I might have to readjust my camera but again, this was shot during a sunset, and the whole environment is seriously was very, very warm. So taking out all those natural orange colors, and then it just makes the whole lot better. Now, do we want to make her teeth white? Why not? Like two, now to make her teeth just a bit more white, and you want to expose them a bit. Oops, you do see, we don't want to click there. Actually, before we mix her teeth, we actually make her eyes a bit whiter. Nice. Making those eyes just a bit more brighter, as you can see from here. Moving on to the teeth, we want to desaturate them. So we want to go to -50 because we would want to just have them freaking be super white, you know? Try to brush inside these feet. Now the reason why I'm going individual one is because when you just like completely just brush your whole mouth, you're gonna get the gums, you're gonna get her tongue, you might even get the lips. You just are basically brush adjusting stuff that you don't really want to, or you don't need to, because it's already good. So why bother brushing those gums and lips? It's just gonna give you a very odd look. People are just gonna tell that you did something with their mouth. So you just want to do it individual once, and it's gonna make a whole difference. And you don't want to go too crazy. You don't want to go too crazy, like completely making them super white. Love this. Again, you can do this in Photoshop, but come on, you can do it in Lightroom too. You can do a lot of stuff that you can do in Photoshop and Lightroom. And if you're editing pictures on the go, that you want to put them on Facebook, there's no need to like, oh shit, I need to put this on Photoshop and like do this and do that. I can't, mom. Calm down, calm down. Wow. This It's a tiny bit of strengthening, getting that horizon nice and straight. Again, her face is so orange. I don't understand. Let's picture her face. Pop up those details on the hair with some nice shadows. Bring up the whites a bit. Bring down the highlights a bit. Let's make this whole picture a bit more brighter. No clarity. -25, I think it's a golden spot for some portraits. That's cute. Cool. Alright. Vibrance, 25. -10. Yeah, for every picture, I love the spot of just 25 or 30 vibrance and -10 saturation. Looks goodly exposed over here. Again, this is our sweater. This black should be here, so that's fine. Everything is nice and balanced. Nothing is burnt or anything. Moving on to color correcting. Let's see. Again, our face is so orangey. I don't understand. Could be the lens, the environment, many things. So let's see. Did I actually, before I do that, I do want to make the whole picture a little bit more cool. So in the 5900s should be better. Yeah. So taking away some orange is gonna help. There you go. Adding the reds for those lips. As you can see here. These are actually some cool lipstick, if anything. We're actually gonna whiten our teeth again here. We have to. Cheese and rice and brush your teeth. Alright. Okay. So if you bring up the reds, also those orange, a little bit will pop up. So you want to play with orange and red. It's already looking a lot better, a lot more natural than here. We don't want any greens, no purple, no magenta. The blue, the sky, yeah, we want to have those blue pop up just a bit more. Aqua should be also affecting my beanie. We can actually add some aqua in here, yeah. Yellow, it's, as you can see, is actually affecting down here the sand. Whoops, no. Why did I touch the orange? Don't know. I'm actually gonna take it out. There you go. I think that's a good spot. By all means, let's spot remove this little pimple right here. See anything that we can smooth out. Yeah, I would love to smooth this out in Photoshop, but not the case right here. Just taking away some minor stuff. Also, what helps smooth out the face in a very easy way, it's by using noise reduction. You don't want to use too much, obviously, but it does smooth out the face. So just a tiny bit of spot removal, I think it's gonna do the trick. For my girlfriend to say, "Oh, I look beautiful." That's cute. There you go. Much better. Now let's actually brighten up those eyes, because they are pretty damn dark. Again, I like to go, it's actually, let's do 3 on this one. Bring up the shadows 2 and the whites 1. Okay. And I think the exposure is fine. Let's show the mask. Okay. See? Now they look a bit more white. It's not much, but you don't want to go crazy. Because if you do go crazy, it's just gonna be too much. So you see the difference? In this one, I can tell that their face just looks too orange. Now what I did, I color corrected a little bit and brought up the reds for her lips. So now she looks more healthy, she looks less sick. And here she looks like she's sick, you know? The blues for the sky, the beanie looks a little bit more popping. Now what I would actually like to do is bump up those reds in her face by bumping up the color orange. Because as you can see, if you take it out, she looks black. You just want to give it a more lit face. We didn't have any yellow, so there's that. Yeah, and it looks super cute. I think it's very nice. Now we said we were gonna whiten her teeth, but after the color correcting, actually her teeth looks way better now. By color correcting, like, oh yeah, when I took out the yellow from color correcting, because I didn't really want to affect the sand, I actually took out the yellow here from her lack of flossing. And by manipulating the orange and taking out the yellow, yeah, so her teeth naturally came out white now. So there's no reason for me to go do that. So that's why Lightroom is so freaking awesome. You can pull off anything with this program. You don't need to use Photoshop for everything. Alright. You want to edit on the go. This is the program. This is the shit. Let's see. Actually, I want to take out this spot because I noticed in the picture. Here we go. No. Oh my god, my Lightroom is so laggy. There you go. Hello? Move! Yeah, my Lightroom is pretty damn laggy. Hello. I'm trying to cover that spot. Oh well, that's cool. Alright, barely noticed. So it looks very nice. Before and after. Boom chicka bow. Export. Moving on. So she ran off to the beach and she was wearing shoes. And what happened was that we got too close to the waves. These huge waves just came in and she just got all her feet wet within like the first minute we got there. So she had to take them off. And I took a few pictures of these shoes that she has, rocking some rock stars right here. Let's see. I feel like this is my favorite. Yeah, kind of like this one. The focus is a bit off, but it's not bad. Still usable. Actually, I might use this. So yeah, let's use this one. This one is much better. All right, straightening it up. Okay, that looks much better. And it's a nice balance, everything nice in the center. Yep. Boom chicka boom. All right. So for this situation, I love using clarity, because here, as you can see, when I bring up the clarity, it just makes it look nice and sharp. It darks. The colors are already nice. I love these type of colors, so the temperature is just dead on for me. I love it. Again, adding vibrance and taking out saturation and contrast, but then again bring those shadows up so we can see those shoes. We can see the blacks on those shoes. Right now there's too much blacks, as you can see. Take them out. 25 is the spot. And maybe bring up the picture by 0.6. That should do it. That's great. Bring up the whites. Can definitely bring those highlights up. And now from before and after, looking great. Let's see. I'm just gonna jump straight to sharpening, because I already love this picture, the way it came out. And because they're shoes, you can go crazy with noise reduction. You can just make these shoes look nice and clean and no noise at all. Okay, let's take a quick phone call. Alright, let me see. What do we got? We got whoa, looks nice. Like I said, like, happy with this picture. Final product. Saved it. Before and after. Nice and sharp. You can see those details on the sand, and it just looks great. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Now, this tree was very interesting. It literally was in the middle of the beach, almost, and so I loved it. Like, I started trying to take as many cool pictures as I could. This one is definitely not usable, but I did remember taking other ones with these kids in the back. I feel like it was a worthy try to actually use this one. The horizon, it was actually almost shot straight. Now, her mom was here. I don't want to see her. I think the kids is fine. I don't want to see that rock either, so hold on, let me see. If I crop out her mom, that's nice. Now there's this thing here. Now what I can do is either crop it this way or this way, but that might cut out some of the tree. I don't want to do that, so my best bet will be here. Do that, and yeah, it looks lovely. I think it looks epic. We got this kid wearing their mom's coat, this kid with a beach towel in the background, and this tree looks fabulous. Let's see, let's start with some contrast. I think I like this silhouette feel, so I don't feel like I should bring up the shadow to this. Like as I said, like if something is actually dark, let's just leave it dark. Don't, unless if you actually light it in there, and then when you edit it, it's like, okay, I lit this angle like that and I flashed it, you know, I do want to bring it up, then yeah, go for it. But then if, why would I bring up the exposure in this tree? Now it just looks completely a whole different picture. I don't want that. I would love to keep the silhouette. The more of a silhouette, the more of an epic feel we get. So before we get into the shadows, let's bring up the contrast. 24 is a good feel. And take down more shadows. Okay, we can bring up the whites, that background nice and bright. Feel like color temperature seem right. This is too orangey. 6650 was the initial spot, but I think if we go for a cooler feel, it will look much better, like so. Now what I actually would do, no, because I feel like might be a little bit crooked, and there you go. Here we go. my eyes are dark though. If popping up the shadows will help. Okay. What else we got? Make everything a bit more brighter, maybe the whole picture more brighter. I don't like editing myself. I don't feel like I have much to say. Alright. But this was a great picture shot by my girlfriend, so I'm really happy with it. I wish I had a little bounce going on in my eyes. Maybe we can try to fix that with adjusting brush and bringing up those specific shadows. That's a 0. No, we don't need highlights. Look at that. Whites, no lights. Exposure. Whoopsie doops. There you go. Alright, let's try to make this area a little brighter. A little bit brighter. Because it looks completely dark, so. Plus I have really thick eyebrows. There's nothing I can do for that. So. Yeah. Looking better. Looks more healthy. It's pretty cute. Pretty cute. It's pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. A little bit brighter. And did I sharpen it already? There you go. Very cute, very cute. Now I want to keep these little plants here, and it makes it almost like a arc of trees going on, and we kind of want to keep that. Maybe just, I think that's fine. I think that's cool. Moving on. You guys gonna see a lot more pictures of me, so hang on tight. I like this, but no, never mind. My girlfriend missed the focus there. Missed the focus again. She also even gave me a direct. Whoa! What? Whoa! 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 No! Come back here. There you go. I like the silhouette, but you also even give me actions like, hey, try to play with the fire thing. I like this. Now, she did shoot a really cool picture of me, and I wish she had it from here because she actually got some birds in the background. It's pretty freaking cool. I don't know if I want to use this. No. No. I like this. I like that I was looking up, but again, she kept missing the focus. But then I told her to do it again. So she actually got it. Hopefully this is in focus. Please, 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 please. Okay. Yes, it is. Here's what we're gonna do. The horizon actually should be by the eyes, but that's nice. We're just gonna center it. Okay. Actually, in this, some contrast might be nice. gonna be able to see all that grain. But I think with a nice noise reduction and softening up her face, gonna help a lot. It's gonna make a whole different. And there's that. I'm happy with this. Move on. Now she was like, shoot both of our hands holding, and I'm like, yeah, I would love to, but I'm on a 105mm lens. That's super close. I don't think I can pull it off, but I try my best. I was trying to hold it with one hand, and it was set to autofocus. So it did pick up my bracelets, but didn't work nice. Let's see, now she went ahead and like, stand right here. I'm gonna try to shoot you some model pictures, and I was like, okay. And I like these pictures actually. Especially this one. I'm in love with that one. So we're gonna go for it. I think we're gonna edit this because it does not look bad. We're gonna add some contrast, some shadow for my long sleeve. There you go, long sleeve. Bring up some whites, not too much. I already not gonna color correct this because it's already beautiful colors. Sometimes this lens picks up amazing colors, and sometimes it just picks them up too orange, like when it's too sunny outside. Like this is literally right after sunset. It's kind of like almost a blue hour, and so there was that natural light coming from the clouds, and it just nice and blue, and it was beautiful. So I'm not gonna bother color correcting, but I'm gonna add some sharpening. And this is again a 3200, so it was dark, but it was picking up some beautiful lights. That dynamic range was able to pull it off and just like give me a nice lighting here. Love it. I'm really happy with this picture, and I think I'm gonna move on. Aside from actually taking out this annoying bird control mark that I have. Cheating! There we go. Alright, that's the same one. This is the one that I like. I hope she got it in focus on me. Please, load, load, load. You can do it, Lightroom. Oh, yes, I am in focus. For sure. Oh. Yep. Now use this one. And yep, I am in focus. Good job, honey bunny. I'm gonna add some contrast. Brightening up those shadows. I will add some clarity for this situation, because take a look at the texture behind me. It's gonna make it look pretty freaking epic. Or maybe not. Maybe I might like it with the softer feel. Yeah, I do. I know it looks like I'm putting plus on everything, but, and you know what? Might go with a warmer feel. Let's see. Not really color correcting, except from my lips, maybe adding some red. Aside from that, I'm happy with everything. Adding some sharpening.